Hello, this is Ron Ryan. Welcome to Section 2 of Fixing the Leaks. This presentation provides the why of a Fixing the Leaks program. That is, the benefits of a program to reduce customer attrition in your organization. A Fixing the Leaks program starts with measurement. Whether it comes to losing weight at home or making more money at work, routine measurement provides the information you need to drive change. What do we mean by measurement? We mean customer flows. Let's start with advertising on the internet or offline advertising impressions. For your website, measure the visitors to your site and what percentage buy, leave, or come back later. In your stores, how many people come through your doors? How many buy something? How many prospective customers call you? How many of those callers place an order? Of those who buy something, what percentage actually keep what you sold them? Do you have many cancellations or returns? If you're a not-for-profit, what percentage of the people who pledged money actually give it to you? And of those who bought or gave you money, what percentage come back and buy again? Once you've gathered these numbers, you can develop a financial model of your company, one that tracks these flows of customers as they move through your organization. For larger companies, obtaining this information is often as easy as calling whoever is in charge of your data warehouse. But if you work for a smaller company and don't have this information readily available, don't fret. Here are some easy ways to obtain this information. Google, for example, offers free analytics that will track the number of visitors to your website and what pages they visited. For your sales center, you can set up separate 800 numbers to track the number of calls by source. For retail locations, you can affordably measure in-store traffic by acquiring a cheap system to measure footfall. In your fulfillment and customer service area, you can easily track and measure returns and cancellations. You can develop a simple spreadsheet or database of your complaints. In the repeat purchase area, you can survey defecting customers. This brings us to the first key concept of fixing the leaks. Always know who is leaving and why. Knowing the number of customers who convert to sales and make repeat purchases is important. But understanding how many you lose at each step in the process and why is critical. So, in terms of conversion, what percentage of people walking into your store, calling your sales line, or visiting your website actually buy? How many keep what you sold them? And in terms of customer retention and longevity, what percentage come back and buy again? These numbers will, of course, vary by industry, distribution channel, customer segment, and even time of day or year. But improving these numbers by even a fraction of a percentage point can mean millions to your company or organization's bottom line. This brings us to our second key concept for fixing the leaks. Always complete the circle with customers. That is, always create an easy path to a repeat sale for your customers. This is because even a small change in conversion or retention has a huge impact on profitability. You need to think of each customer touchpoint not as a single isolated event, but as part of a continuum. Many customers visit a website to qualify a product, not to buy. Instead, they call or visit a retail location to buy. Once they say yes, you need them to keep what you sold them. And once they've purchased from you, you need them to buy again. Typically, repeat purchases have a fraction of the costs of first-time purchases. This is true whether or not you're paying your sales staff to make these repeat sales. But never assume that people who purchase from you a first time will buy from you again. Most people do call, drive, or log on to make a repeat purchase, but not always from you. If you have a newspaper delivered to your door every morning, then you're familiar with the subscription model. By creatively applying the subscription model to other businesses, for example, as Netflix did in movie rentals, you can dramatically change the business landscape in your industry. Diapers.com, a subscription diaper and baby product sales company, was sold to Amazon in 2010 for $540 million. Dollar Shave Club noticed that our spouses don't always remember to pick up replacement razors for us when they go to the grocery store. LensDiscounters.com sends replaceable contact lenses on a routine basis. And PetFlow.com and MyDogBowl.com are two entities that are selling subscription pet food. But you don't need to be a cool internet startup in order to offer subscription sales. For most companies, online or automatic repeat sales are the most profitable sales of all. This brings us to our third key concept of the presentation. Move your repeat sales online. Moving repeat sales online lowers your acquisition costs, increases your customer satisfaction, and improves profits. Story problem A. If each visitor to your site costs you $5 to attract, and for each 20 visitors you sell one product, what's your acquisition cost per customer? If your answer was $100, you were correct. That's $5 times 20 visitors for one sale. Now, for story problem B, let's assume you improve your website. What's your acquisition cost per customer going to be if you sell one customer for 10 visitors instead of 20? That's right. You've halved your acquisition cost. It's now $50. Now, for double extra credit, what if you buy 25,000 leads per month and the cost of improving your website, as we discussed in B, is $100,000? How long will it take you to make your $100,000 back? If you answered 1.6 months, you were correct. Here's the fourth key takeaway from this presentation. Investments in conversion and retention create an easy harvest. That is, the return on investment from changes that improve conversion, retention, and repeat purchases is often very high. The time to payback is very short. So, why study the leaks? First, in doing so, you'll develop a deeper understanding of your customers. You'll also achieve higher customer satisfaction. You'll achieve much higher return on investment. You'll lower your acquisition costs. And you'll generate higher profits.